Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Hello, everybody. Hello. Yes, Rebecca. Still, I love it. Rebecca is so consistent. Favor of God. Fog. We got the good fog going on. Hello, everybody. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Hey, Sheila. Michelle, do I need to tap out if I have the flu? No. Just eat some high protein soup and some kettle and fire bone broth and let us all pray for your healing. Don't tap out. Don't tap out. When we're sick, it's definitely not a reason to eat bad food. You know, we should really focus on getting in protein and immune system boosters and some pre-digested high protein stuff like Health-Wise high protein soup or kettle and fire bone broth or any of the online recipes. So don't let the old booger man talk you into tapping out. Eric, if I fast for 16 hours, is it acceptable to have some meals closer together? Example, breakfast at noon, lunch at 3, dinner at 6, a snack at 8. That's a lot of episodes. I wouldn't have 4 episodes. It's fine to condense them down into an 8-hour period, but really 2 eating episodes is enough in that time frame. Packing more into that is going to cause a sluggish metabolism. But if you need to do 3 eating episodes that are light, that would be fine. But here you've got listed 4 eating episodes. I really would reconsider that. If you're trying to lose weight. Now, if you're trying to do some weight gain, some muscle gain, not really interested in losing weight, then certainly I think your 4 eating episode regimen would work in that 8-hour eating window. A 16-hour fast is always awesome to get in. All right. Hey, everybody, we'll answer the rest of the questions at the end. Please feel free to chat amongst yourself, but I'm going to go through our topic today. Tammy's going to be on the lookout for your questions, but please, if you will, just ask your question, click the Q&A button, put your question there, and that way I won't miss anyone. And before I leave today at 11:30, I need to go at 11:30, I will answer all the questions in the Q&A. So post in the Q&A. As we grow, we got to have a little more organization, a little more order, but that doesn't mean y'all can't talk amongst yourself. When I said that the other day, people thought, well, I just come to engage with others. I don't really need the lesson per se. I just need to engage with others. And that's fine. But I also have to be mindful of those that come for a lesson or a topic. And I always want to leave you in good shape. You know, I want to leave you knowing what to do next, overcoming those challenges that you have or whatnot. Yes, Tammy, I'm glad you mentioned that. Got to start remembering to do that. Let me make Tammy the host. And then she's a panelist. Now she can see the Q&A. We just need to start setting that up automatic if you can remind me. I'm going to go on, Tammy, they're already after me. I know I'm getting out of order. They're already after me with questions. Let's see. Have you tried the Happy Juice pills? And if so, do they work as good as the juice? I haven't been regular with the pills. Tried them one time. I get a lot more absorption from the liquid, but people that are taking the pills prefer it because there's not the bad taste. Maybe you don't get the same punch or kick because it's a little more time released, but it still works, still the same formula. It's just in a tablet as opposed to a liquid. It's just shooter's choice there, whatever you prefer. If I can't afford kettle and fire bone broth, what should we look for in another brand? Also, I read where beef is best for weight loss. My thoughts. Well, looking at it per eating episode, if you're choosing it as an eating episode, it's a low-cost meal, kettle and fire is. But there are others. I can't remember them off the top of my head. What you're looking for is a bone broth that has 0 fat. That's ideal for our purpose. There's a lot of bone broths that are full of fat. Even some of the kettle and fire ones have a lot of fat. We could still use those, but it's a different way. You will find other brands out there that are budget brands. Kettle and fire bone broth, if you really want bone broth in your diet, any bone broth that is bone broth, and it's hopefully organic and zero fat. What do we do if we have a constipation issue? And then I'm going to get to the topic, and then I'll come back and answer questions. It depends on how you're defining constipation. Most people here that say they're constipated, they're dealing with the thought that they should be going to the bathroom every single day. And we're not babies anymore. We don't poop after every meal. We're not babies anymore. So, you know, that notion that you're going to eat and you should poop to feel lighter doesn't happen that way. A lot of times that bloat and that heavy feeling you feel in your gut is because you're eating the wrong things and or eating too much. Now, with that said, if you're not having a bowel movement, let me digress. Anytime you change up your eating routine, you got to give your body some time to settle. And then if you're going on the program, off the program, on the program, off the program, you're never giving your body any time to adjust. So give your body time to adjust. Now, you will be eating a lot less than you normally ate. You'll now be eating what you're supposed to be eating. You won't be eating a surplus. So that the bowel movement may in the beginning be a little irregular until you catch on and get used to doing what you're supposed to be doing. Clinical constipation is defined as not having a bowel movement at least once every 3 days. Now, I would submit that if I don't have a bowel movement at least once a day, I'm not real happy with that. And then I go to my PSP protocol. PSP means pee, sweat, and poop. Number one, you have to drink your water. You have to stay hydrated, stay properly hydrated, half a gallon to a gallon of water a day. You want to stick to your Shibboleth shield and get in enough fiber. Every one of our food combinations, except for a few, have plenty of fiber in them. So if you're just following the shield and you give your body time to adjust, and you're not in and out, your body will adjust, and that will help a lot with helping you have a daily bowel movement down the road. Again, if you really feel that this is a health issue, you may have an underlying issue that you need to see your doctor about. And I am not a doctor. So poop questions, I'm happy to tell you how I approach them. But sometimes constipation is due to some underlying issue with your colon. So you might want to get that checked out. Next, sweat. You got to move. Sedentary people deal with constipation at a much higher rate than non-sedentary people. So what kind of movement are we talking about? Get you a rebounder. Rebounding is great to keep things moving, to keep that lymph system moving, to keep the bowel moving. Fantastic with that if you will get to moving. Walking, brisk walking. Every one of us should consider at least 10,000 steps every single day. You got to move. If you're sedentary, you will eventually deal with constipation. Next, poop, getting that fiber in. If it's a real issue for you, consider a reset kit from AdvoCare and go through that 10-day reset kit with the fiber packet, the probiotics, and the herbal tablets. That's what I do if I start not having my bowel movement every day. I like a bowel movement once a day. Hope that helps. I got to get on with the topic. We'll circle back around and answer some questions at the end. Thank you, AB and Bridget Patterson, for becoming partners. We had many 10-pound badge earners, 3 25-pound badge earners, and 3 50-pound badge earners. Geraldine Allen, Mary English, Teresa Bone, congratulations on those 50-pound badges. 25-pound badges, Felicia Williams, Melinda Robinson, Greg Hunn, great job, life-saving stuff. 2 people earned their gold weight badge, Heather Tran and Janet Wren, and then there was many other badges earned, 15 fast track badges earned. So happy for y'all, almost 900 pounds lost by our members in the last week. That's a good job. On to the topic today. So we want to just remind everybody how important it is to start off with the fast track system. Go through those fast track videos and every single lap. Make sure you're installing the right foundation so that when you come to these sessions and it's rapid fire. But again, that's been one of the criticisms that we've gotten from going live Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. We get criticism that some warranted, some not, but we get criticism that you don't understand. You don't understand what's going on. How do these people understand what's going on? You're talking about 1 and 2 and 3. I don't know what a 1 and 2 and 3 is. You're talking about a 4 and a 2. What is that? Mind blown. This is just ridiculous, Travis. It's so hard. It's not hard. We have set you up for success if you'll go through fast track and earn the fast track badge. That's how these folks here know what's going on. Okay, so we want to earn the fast track badge. What do we teach? We got a lot of people that have just joined the program, and they joined because it was cheap. Understand, we're not cheap. You know, for everything that has great value, if you're not paying for it, someone else is. We have assembled an amazing team that we give it all we got every day to keep barrier to entry really low and to help people overcome the mental hurdles they have and do our program. But the downside is it's cheap. So if it isn't easy, people quit. It is easy and it's powerful. It's powerful. Once you learn Shibboleth, you'll never, ever need to go anywhere else. I mean, any diet that you hear about, everything that's out there that's a fad or whatever, everything out there that's been around a long time, it all could fit under the Shibboleth umbrella, because anything that we espouse has to take care of these three criteria. Any solid weight loss program has to have these three criteria, or you need to trash it. And I could add more criteria, but here's the three main ones. You have to operate in a calorie deficit to lose weight. Number 2, you have to get in adequate protein by using our Shibboleth Shield to preserve muscle so that you lose mostly fat. And number 3, you must control insulin. It is a growth hormone, a fat storage hormone, and you can't have insulin running rampant through your system. If you so much as lick the cheese dust off a Dorito, that's a holiday, and it takes 2 days to get back into efficient fat burning, but that's fine, because that means you get 6 days a month to eat what you want until you get all the weight off you want to lose, and then you can have 12 days, but all of our other days have got to be perfect. Now, when folks say program's too hard, I don't know how we can make it any easier. It's comprehensive. It's not hard. You want a comprehensive program. You don't want a program that excludes any macronutrient forever. You want a program that has them all. And then one of the things we hear is, oh, all this synthetic stuff. Shibboleth is all this synthetic stuff. That's because you're not coming to class. You're listening to somebody that's maybe eating an approved bar or drinking an approved shake or eating an approved bag of chips. And you're not understanding that's not the foundation of our program. You got to come to class. Shibboleth is all about proper food combining. Now, you tell me what's wrong with the list I've got up here. What we do is combine whole foods that God provides in such a way that we easily target and remove unwanted body fat while controlling our insulin. So category 1, every food that God has provided, we have categorized for you. You could literally avoid every processed food that you want. Now, we make them available because we meet people where they are. And not everybody is ready for a real life change. They will be later if they stay with me long enough, but we meet them where they are and help them find void replacements and lesser evils that will still allow them to lose weight. But the essence of our program is right here. Every food God provides is categorized. And it's this simple, like category 1 example. Watch those fast track. Chicken breast, egg whites, fish, low-fat cottage cheese, and other type foods go in this category. All you got to do is start applying, practice it, and this will just start being a part of your memory, a part of your ethos, a part of your daily customs, right? I literally see Roman numerals floating over my food when I eat because I've been doing it so long. I know that fish is a category 1 lean protein. I know what's good about category 1s. It's exercise on a plate, right? And then we go to category 2, got broccoli, exercise on a stalk. So I got category 2, broccoli, asparagus, squash, and even some category 2 breads so we can have our hamburger, hot dog, our grilled cheese, and still lose weight. We're just using different breads that break down more like a green bean than they do a white bread. The whiter the bread, the quicker you're dead. So you'll find hundreds of foods in each category so that variety is limitless. Category 3, people often say, and it drives me crazy, I see on Facebook, Shibboleth is just another low-carb program. Wrong, it is not. You can have corn, potatoes, approved rice types, lima beans, peas, tomatoes, onions, carrots, whole grains. You just have to know how to control the insulin that comes from these foods, or these foods cause. Category 4, steak, pork, hamburger meat, all kind of different category 4s there. Category 5, I see this on Facebook a lot. Can't have fruit on Shibboleth. Wrong. You can have berries, apples, oranges, bananas, pineapple, grapes, plums, kiwi, any fruit, as long as you understand food combining to control the growth hormone insulin. Category 6, peanut butters, nuts, seeds, and black beans, red beans, refried beans, hemp hearts, tons of category 6 superfoods. Category 7, shellfish. Shellfish acts just like a number 1 in your body. So it's as beautiful as a category 1. The only reason we took shellfish out of category 1 is some people are allergic to it. Some people have religious aversions to eating it. So we moved it so that people didn't throw the baby out with the bathwater and say, I can't have category 1. It's got shrimp in it. I can't eat shrimp. You don't have to eat every food in the category, but we simplified it by moving it out of category 1. And then we learned about condiments. All the condiments that you can flavor your foods with and make them more enjoyable and more appetizing. And then we've got cooking oils. MCT oil, medium chain triglyceride oil, has no propensity to be stored as fat on the body. Coconut oil, hemp oil, ghee butter at home. And then when we eat at a restaurant, we got restaurant rules. Shibboleth handles it all. It handles it all. There's no stone that hasn't been overturned, and any possible solution out there we found. Then look, once you just start picking up on this, Travis, I can't remember all that in the beginning. We'll get a meal plan from a mentor. Well, I don't have time for a meal. These are all things I hear real world, right? I don't have time for that. I need to know it. Well, you got to spend some time engaging in self-care up front. You're just going to have to spend a little bit of time. You can't memorize these. It's okay. That's what the website's for and what the app's for. Repetitious doing of a thing will allow it to get into your memory and psyche. Shibboleth food combination chart. We simply take these foods and we put them in combinations that promote fat loss. You don't need any more pills. You don't need any more quick fixes. You don't need any more gimmicks. We've got it covered. So all we got to do is learn what category, when we're craving corn. I'm craving corn, Travis. Well, look, it's a category 3. Let's go look at our combinations. And this is just a few of the combinations. Let's go find a 3 and see what we got to put with it. Here's a 3, 1, 2, 3. So what could I put with my corn? I could have chicken breast or fish or something else in category 1 with a serving of corn and some yellow squash. Beautiful insulin controlling meal. Okay. Then let's take a look at this. Then we have our daily customs. Okay. We got our daily customs. It's just our new custom. It's a family tradition. That's what we do, right? So we've got our weekly timing chart that tells us each week, if we're honest and we self-assess with honesty and we really follow the rules, that we can see how much time we spent in a week in efficient fat burning mode. This isn't the essence of this program. This is the heart of this program. It's not just about the foods, it's about the lifestyle, the customs that we live with each and every day under God. So I've got my weekly timing chart. You can see in this one, I had a good week. Perfect day on Monday, perfect day on Tuesday. And then I went into efficient fat burning mode because I had 2 perfect days. I've depleted my glucose levels, and my body's got to find some stored fat, jiggly, itchy fat, hunk of chunk, got to be gone. It's awesome. Then I just lock it down and rip off the knob, the fat burning knob. And then life gets in the way. Look at this week. Perfect, got in EFB Wednesday and Thursday, and then I took Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off. This is a maintenance strategy. You hear that? This is a maintenance strategy. This is a beautiful fat burning strategy, number 1. Number 2 is your maintenance, and anywhere in between is weight loss strategy. Then we have our daily customs, drinking our water, our journal, our food combinations, our portion rule, our timing. Here's some meal examples. Boom, that's the program. How long would it take you to learn that? I guarantee you, if you went to your doctor and your doctor said, you got the funky-titis, you'd go, what's the funky-titis? Well, if we don't get some excess body fat off, you're not going to live to see your grandkids make good in life. You're not going to live very long. It's a terminal illness. It's a slow death. It's death by 1,000 cuts, the funky-titis. The first thing you would ask is, what is the cure? And then if the doctor said, Shibboleth's the cure. You mean it will cure me if I learn it and do it? It will cure you. You won't have, now if you go off of it, you'll get the funky-titis again. You would go, well, I'm going to do it. Is it hard? Well, here it is. Here's the program. How many of you, your commitment to the program would change if you had the funky-titis? How many of you would go on and go, shibby-doo, decide, do, and it's done? How many of you would shout to glory, I found the cure, I ain't gonna die? Rest assured, you think I'm just using hyperbole here. I'm exaggerating. Excess body fat is the leading cause of all premature death, period. But we've been lulled to sleep. The Bible says it's high, because we're all dealing with it. The Bible says it's high time that we awake from our sleep and our slumber. It is time that we wake up, get our head out of the sand, and fix this. Fix it. If you went out and you had a surplus of food, you went to the Mexican restaurant, you had 2 baskets of chips, a bowl of cheese dip, a chimichanga, tortillas, and the fried ice cream at the Mexican restaurant, and you ate till you felt stuffed. And then you went home and you woke up the next day and you put on 100 pounds. You would say in one night, you would say, I'm never doing that again. That would actually be a blessing, because people would stop doing this. But because you just put on ounces and ounces daily, and you're having fun and life is going and you're eating what you want when you want, and then you wake up one day and you have put on the 100 pounds, and it happens slow. It feels like it happened fast, but it happens slow. You're kind of lulled. It's like the frog analogy. If you put a frog in boiling water, it'll jump out. But if you put a frog in room temperature water and then slowly boil it, it'll stay there till it dies. That's what's happening. You're going to have to treat this thing with a sense of urgency and get some momentum if you ever want to lose weight. And you got to start today. You have to start today and not even think about next week. Don't think about the week after that. Look at what's right in front of you, and with an attitude of gratitude and a thankful heart, live and eat unto God. Do your best today. Eat breakfast for the Father, lunch for the Son, dinner for the Holy Spirit, or fast. But whatever you do, get momentum Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of this week. You never know what good thing might happen or what might change in your psychology if you just get some success under your belt. And it starts with one awesome day. One awesome day. People want to lose 100 pounds overnight or they won't do it. And that's not going to happen. But if you'll do your best and lose some ounces every day and get some momentum, go on and call things forth and forward that are not as though they are. I am lean. I am healthy. I am happy. I am disciplined. Got to start doing that today. Life is too short for us not to grab hold of it and treasure it? Why are we wasting the most beautiful parts of our life? Why are we wasting it, giving ourselves over to our food addiction? Why? Put food in its proper place. It's not the be all end all. It has become, especially the church, it's become our drug of choice. We've become enslaved by it. So let's stop. Let's end that today. Let's end it today. That's my lesson. All right. So I'm going to go to the Q&A and we'll start answering the question. I got about 5 minutes. I got to go. Does stress cause weight gain even if you're following perfect shield days? No, it doesn't. Stress eating and eating a surplus of calories can cause that. You're probably referring to cortisol. If you're living under a lot of stress, your body's going to produce more cortisol to deal with that stress, but it doesn't stop weight loss. So the only thing that stops weight loss is not being in a calorie deficit and not controlling insulin. So if that's what you've got going on, highly, highly recommend you get with a mentor, have your journal. We did battle in love. We did battle with members this weekend complaining about the program. And every one of them that we asked to see their journal, they didn't have a journal. One girl got really angry. I told you what I eat. I don't need a journal. Wrong. If you don't do your best for 3 days and journal for 3 days, I don't believe you. Not you, but I don't believe you. Get that mentor appointment. Let somebody check your journal. Don't listen to the myths that stress causes you to gain weight. That is bullshito. Bullshito. Wrong. The only reason that one gains weight more than an inflammatory response or due to that time of the month, which is temporary, is a calorie surplus and not controlling insulin. So you're going to be fine. Just, let's do this. Let me help with the stress right now. Everybody, you ready to do this with me? Ready to do this with me? Goose fraba. Everybody do that with me. Ready? Let's let go of the stress. Goose fraba. Donna, starting over again, should I avoid category 3 and 5? When can I eat this? Whenever you want. It's an adult decision. As long as you understand how to combine foods and portion those foods on your portion plate, category 3s and 5s with a 1 and 2 or 7 and 2 allow you to still lose weight if you end your day in a calorie deficit. Okay, they don't hurt you. They don't hurt you if you combine other foods with them right and you portion control. They don't hurt you. It's an adult decision. Now, do you lose weight faster without 3s and 5s? Absolutely. So it's based upon your situation and your goals. If you're one of those people, if you're not dropping a half a pound a day, you quit, then I would recommend leaving 3s and 5s off until your mind is more about lifestyle as opposed to dieting. And that takes time. It took me time. It took me a long time to realize lifestyle, not diet. Can I talk about carb ease and taking it daily? Absolutely. I don't take it daily. I wouldn't take it daily without consulting with my physician. I would not take it daily without consulting with my physician. Carb ease is my go-to. It's what I call my holiday relief. I take it to help allow for a lesser insulin response before a carb-containing meal or before a holiday meal. I do not take it every day, only before my holiday meals. Happy Juice is not available to be shipped to Arkansas per the store. Is there another way to order it? Unfortunately not. We could get you in trouble and me in trouble. Arkansas still, they're working on it through legislation, but they're still trying to regulate it there because of all of the tainted product on the market. So I wish, because you really benefit from it, but we just can't until Arkansas gets their crap together. So sorry about that. If I can't afford kettle and fire bone broth, we did answer that one. Do I need to tap out if I have flu? No, we've answered all those. All right. Awesome, everybody. Awesome. Still unsure how to use MCT oil when cooking. I always feel oil is fattening, and how many times in a day should I be using MCT? You should only use MCT when what you're cooking or a recipe calls for a cooking fat to be used. You shouldn't add it to other stuff if your goal is weight loss. But you should cook with it if a recipe at home calls for an oil or a fat. It's 1 tablespoon per serving of food. If the recipe calls for oil, this is an oil that's not fattening. In fact, it's right the opposite. It has less propensity to wind up as fat on the body than even broccoli. Okay, it's amazing. As soon as you consume MCT oil, no insulin response, and it's gone. Your body uses it immediately, prioritizes it as energy, and it has a metabolic sparing effect without the same insulin production that a carb would cause. So you're getting the energy that you get from a carb. That's not to say go to adding it on everything. Even though its calories are used very rapidly, you still have to use up the other calories in the meal too. So it's not like a long chain triglyceride where you'd be right, are more fattening and can cause a lot more fat storage. So if meal 1 doesn't call for MCT, you don't have MCT oil. If meal number 1 calls for it, say that I want some an egg white omelet, I might add me a tablespoon of MCT oil to make that 1 serving, 1 tablespoon. There's an art to cooking and frying with MCT oil. You put it in the pan, and then you put your food in the pan before you ever turn the stove eye on, and then you turn it on, and then it won't reach that smoke point as fast and dissipate its heat. So hope that helps. I use Carb-Ease on holidays and wanted to know if I have 2 to 3 meals that are heavy in carbs, should I take at each deal? I mean, it will help. I only take it on a holiday meal. Holidays only. Would it help you to take it before category 3 and category 5? It would, but please consult your physician, because we can't really unpack your medical history, and I'm not qualified to do so anyway. Carb-Ease, if you're also taking diabetic medications, it can really cause your blood sugar to plummet. It's very powerful. So you might want to check with your physician. Feel like I might have missed stuff, but I got to go to another appointment. Congratulations on all the amazing weight loss. Fantastic job, everybody. Hey, don't forget, today and tomorrow, last days of our special, www.shibbolethdeals.com, www.shibbolethdeals.com, $37 lifetime membership, pay once, never pay again. The lifetime membership vanishes in 2 days. Shibbolethdeals.com vanishes. We're going to honor all past lifetime memberships. We're going to honor them. Even though we do it at a loss, we're going to honor them, not taking it away. However, it goes away for future members. We're not doing that anymore. Let everybody know, www.shibbolethdeals.com. All right, everybody get something out of today? Love you, Mama. Everybody good? Outstanding. See y'all, some of y'all tonight. The pirate ship has arrived. Jack will be here. Warn your friends that are coming not to get the group penalized. He's got penalty days already in tow. A lot of people going to be walking the plank. Orientation tonight. 7 or 8, depending on what time Jack walks in the room. All right, y'all. Have a good one. Bye-bye.